on here. Um, yeah, that way. If you guys were here, we were just live on TikTok, and I don't know what happened, girl. So we're over here now. We're over here. And we're going to finish what we were doing. So it's going to seem random, but it's really not random. So, like, bear with me. Okay. We're going to keep it going. Okay, welcome back. So yeah, we were live on TikTok. So when we get that video, you'll see what was going on. But we're doing our Sunday reset. We are making our salad for the week. We're going to be making our vitamins, and we're going to be making our lemon juice. So we will not be stopped at all, ever. Okay? You see the pretty flowers? Aren't the flowers pretty? Okay, bet. Let me share this right quick. And then we in here. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? Welcome back. This is craziness. This is so crazy. Is the music too loud? Let me know. Okay, bet. We in here. Ha ha ha. That's me. Okay, where's the other phone? Are all phones accounted for? Yes. Oh, here we go. All right, bet. Welcome in. Let me know who you are, where you're from, how you feeling, and what you're doing. I am Lay of Natural Lay, spiritually known as Luna La Negra. So happy to have you here. This is our Sunday reset. We usually do this. Okay, so simultaneously, we will be doing this both on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. I gotta get the stream key, but yeah, we're going to be finishing our salad, you guys. So good, so delicious, so necessary. And I'm very excited to show you guys how I make like my base salad. Like, if you don't have nothing else, these ingredients will get you going. Okay? So, hey, it's me. Okay, cool. Make sure you guys like, you know what I'm saying? You know what to do. You know what to do. Make sure you like, please comment, subscribe. Let's chat it up in the chat. What are you making? Can you cook me a salad? Hi, pizza lover. Welcome in. I cannot cook you a salad, but I can show you how to make your own salad. You don't cook salads, okay? So we started on TikTok. We started with a couple handfuls of salad mix. This is the half and half blend. Oh, organics from Schmalbertsons, okay? They're not paying me. Get you a couple handfuls. I like to mix as I go, so that way, like, everything is in everywhere. Does that make sense? ¿Verdad? Sí. Okay. And then we got some mushrooms, and we turned the mushrooms into slices. So we did a handful of that as well. And then we're going to just keep repeating this process. Excuse me, ma'am. What is the official radiation level? For sure. You're fun. So now we're going to go ahead and cut up some of our mini bell peppers. Like I said over there on TikTok, you want your salads to be colorful. The more vibrant and pretty it is, the more appealing it would be for you to eat. So you want to have a little bit of everything. I'm just joking. For sure. We see you. I like the sub. Thank you so much for that, dear. We appreciate you so much. Welcome to the Loyal Royals. That's what I call my supporters. You guys are in my royal family. So you are a loyal royal. So hi, the pizza lover. So far the salad looks a little, you know, there's some color if we're being technical, but not a whole lot of color. So let's add color to the salad. So we're gonna grab an orange, a yellow, and a red bell pepper. So we're gonna cut up each one of these and add it in here. Now, since this is live, I can't do edit magic. So we're just gonna chat it up and, oh, you know what? Instead of straining, I can see the comments right here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, pizza lover. Thank you for coming in. Okay, yeah, I can see the chat right here. Let me know if you in the chat. What's happening, chat? For sure. Okay, let's cut our bell peppers. Everything is already pre-washed, so make sure you wash your vegetables. A good wash, I mean, you can do salt, you can do vinegar, you can do baking soda. It's kind of really up to you. It depends on where you are in your journey, because some parts don't mesh well with others. Like if you're on the Savvy wave, Savvy doesn't use baking soda unless it's aluminum free. So it really just depends on where you're at. Do what you need to do, okay? So we're going to start with our bell pepper. We're going to cut off the head or the stem. And then we're going to carve out the core. Get those seeds out. And then slice it down the middle. Once you slice it down the middle, you should have 2 halves. And then you're just going to slice it. Now, if you like strips, you can leave them as strips. I personally do. So good, oh my god. I do like them as strips. So I'll leave this first round as strips, and then the next round we'll dice them. So strips in the salad. Already we're getting some color here. I love that. Please always be safe with sharp objects. I don't know how many times I have to say that on this channel. And you're just gonna keep adding this to your salad. So that was orange. You're gonna do the same, repeat the same process to the yellow and the red. And then like I did say, we were on TikTok. I don't know what happened, child, but we over here. So it's okay. Everything is okay. And there's always a solution. If that was a lesson of any kind, not that I am not already solution oriented, but it was like, keep going, you know? So that let that be a message to you as well. Keep going. When one door closes, another will open, and everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you don't know it immediately, and you just gotta let things, you know, kind of marinate a little bit. So boom, in goes yellow. We can see the yellow and the orange. Let's do the red. Again, cutting off the head. Not all, since these are mini, they don't necessarily always have a core. So note that. Again, slice it down the middle. Since this is not like a chili pepper, the seeds can be fine, but if it annoys you, just, you know, cut it off. There's like this little spot right here that we're gonna cut off. And then slice it into strips. So red strips in the bowl. And now we have our first layer of our base salad, almost. The last thing we're going to add to this is our purple onion. You can use brown, you can use white. I love purple. I feel like there's more nutrients to the purple one. And if you're familiar with Brother Yaqui Awaken's work, then you'll understand why a little bit more. So this is my least favorite part. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We're not gonna do a whole lot of this just because this is my least favorite part. If you've ever cut an onion, you know why. But you know what? it just clicked. Someone taught me a trick to keep you from crying when cutting an onion. Run it under some water first. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut off the bottom and then cut maybe like 3/4. And I'm trying to be as quick as possible. We're gonna take off this first layer of skin. Take it off, take it off, take it off. Take the clothes off. Run it under some water. And apparently that keeps the acid from aciding. Did you catch that? Did you catch it? Because I threw it. Okay? Okay. And like I said on TikTok, what you can do with your vegetable scraps, because we are no waste, get you a large bag. This happens to be plastic, we're not gonna go there. Get you a large bag. Save all your scraps. When the bag gets full, boil it in water and seasonings, and you can make your own vegetable broth. Pro tip. Oh, yes, that's what we're gonna do. So we don't throw anything away. All of this is going to serve for our vegetable broth in the future. I wonder how long it's going to take to fill this up. In the past, a regular size large, because this is like the extra large, low key, a regular size large, depending on how much you like cook and make stuff, it can take like a month. So let's go on this journey. You're going to see scraps being added, okay? And we're going to do the same with our bell pepper cores and all that. And then this we'll put to the side. Vegetable scraps for vegetable broth. Okay, cool. And it's working. The acid's not aciding. All right. So now we're going to cut our onion. And we are going to dice them. I do like diced onions. I like onions in every bite. If you don't like onions, grow up, okay? Grow up. Unless you're allergic, there's, that's different. Don't at me. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and first slice it the long way. And then you're going to flip it and cut it the short way. My mom is a chef, so I do this technique a lot. I'm not a chef, but I get by. So we're just going to chop, 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 chop. Okay? We chop, chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop. If you have a food processor, which I do, don't know why I'm not using it, neither here nor there. Use your food processor. If you have the little dicey thingy, use your dicey thingy. Get them cut, okay? And now we got like a little rainbow situation here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and grab our purple onion, add it to the salad. Bingo bango. Look at this color. Do you see how rich that is? Look at. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. And again, the reason that I'm doing this is on Sundays. Not only do we Sunday reset, we prep for the week ahead. When you have to think about food, it makes it that much more difficult to stay on track with whatever you're trying to do. So in batch making and meal prepping, it makes things easier, and it eliminates some brain power. So that way you already know it's good to go. So this is that, okay? So this is really pretty. We're gonna grab our tongs and just kind of mix that in a bit. Now again, this is just a base salad. Throughout the week you can add things. This is what I have on hand currently. Of course you can add your tomatoes. I love peas. We'll be adding peas throughout the week. Get as creative as possible so that way you are eating what you need to eat and enjoying it in the process, okay? If you're not enjoying it, it's gonna suck. And that's quite the opposite of the life we came here to live. We came to live a blissful, pleasurable life and have that quality experience. And it also extends from your food. So Oops. Now we're going to repeat the process. Because there's nothing worse than like when you get salad and everything is at the bottom or in the middle or on the top. So in stacking, we make sure that everything is everywhere. So now, run it back. Salad. Couple handfuls. Couple handfuls. Boom. And I will make a link to the materials that I'm using. I didn't do that beforehand. We'll get there. So now that we have the couple handfuls of salad, get our mushrooms. We might just finish these off. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish these off. Now stem, pop it down. Oh, take it out. Okay, repitan. Pop it out, pull it out. Pop it out, pull it out. Very simple. You can put the stems to the side because we're going to use them as like a crumble out the very end of the salad. You can even store the, if you don't like the stems, you can save these as your scraps for your vegetable broth as well. The whole objective is to not waste anything. Feed it to your plant. Do what you need to do to not waste it. Stem. Pop it out. It'll do that. And you're just gonna pop it out. Take it out. Last time. Otra vez. Pop it out. Take it out. Yay. Now that we have all of these, since the stems are right here, we're gonna chop, chop, chop. This is gonna be for our crumble on the very top. Again, all of our vegetables are pre-washed. Make sure your vegetables are pre-washed. Chop, 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 chop. Put it to the side. That'll go at the very end. So these we slice. So you're going to take it and just do like, I don't know sizing, 1/2 inch of slices in between. Make sure you wash your fingers. And they should be sliced like an ear or a phone. Okay? Repeat the process. Add them to the bowl. Repeat and add. Any questions so far? Everything pretty clear? Do we know what we're doing? This is part 1 of our Sunday meal prep and our Sunday reset. This is very therapeutic to me. It definitely serves as like a form of meditation. I believe that there actually is a video on this channel, my 10 favorite ways to meditate. Go check it out. But once you find a flow in something, you're now in a meditative state. So now that we're like flowing, I feel very calm, at ease, and I'm in my happy place. There's many ways to get to this state, and I believe that it takes trial and error to not only learn yourself, but to learn the things that you like to do, the way that you like to do them, the things that will help you make you do them. And so, like, what do I mean by that? The bowl is pink. First of all, my whole house is pink. If you know, you know. But I really believe that making things fun makes it not only more enjoyable, but makes you more apt to want to do it. So if you need to get pretty dishes and like things that will make you like you want to touch it, you want to engage with this thing, that helps you live a blissful, peaceful, happy, enjoyable life. Like this is gold. Y'all know we love gold. As part of our logo colors, gold, white, and black. Things to make you want to do the thing is where you want to be at. And so I feel like that's where I'm at. And I hope that you find that for yourself, because that is so important to our overall wellness, not even just mental, but physical, spiritual. Your holistic wellness matters. So again, we're slicing. You could dice it too, but I feel like since we're doing that with the stems, I want a textural breakup. And this is the last mushroom. So boom, layer 2 of the salad is in. We have commenced. And there's no more yellow or red, so we're just gonna do 2 of the orange mini bell peppers and leave the last 2. Oh, what is this? Is this yellow? No, I think that's orange too. If you there's some people in the building, I would love to know where you guys are from. Shout out to Pizza Lover for tapping in. We appreciate that. Nice to meet you. Thank you for subbing. Please like, share, comment, do all the things. Engagement really helps. You guys have heard this a million times before. Doing this is not easy. It takes a leap of faith, and it takes people like you to make this like a lifestyle and a reality, because at the end of the day, we can do this, but if no one's engaging, I'm not going to say it's pointless, but it makes it a little bit more difficult. So thank you for being here, whoever you are, wherever you're from. And I hope you feel comfortable and safe right now. And I hope you feel loved. And we hope you return. There's so much more content where this came from. We do a little bit of everything if you don't know. And making good food is one of them. So yes, now they're all sliced in half. So the first batch, we did them in strips. This time we're going to dice them, so that way, you know, do a little bit of everything all the time. So first we are going to slice them as strips. And then we're going to turn them to the side and dice. And I love these bell peppers so much. They have a nice sweet taste. Very, I'm trying to think of some words here. It was just so good. And then you're gonna take it, add it to your salad. Got the color party going. I do also have tomatillo. We could add tomatillo. I don't particularly like adding tomatillo to the salad, and there's also cucumber here. What I find is that the more watery the vegetable, it can make the salad soggy faster, and that's the opposite of what we want. So save your most watery vegetables for like the moment you're actually making the salad. So maybe have them like pre-cut and all that fun stuff, but you don't have to add it to your main bulk batch, because again, it'll make it soggy faster. Now I am going to show you a pro tip to preserve your salads for longer once we're finished cutting everything up. So you do want to stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. This is so fun. And your future self will thank you. Like, there's nothing better than when you're about to do something and you're like, dang, I should have did it. And then you realize you did do it and you're like, thanks, past me. Like, it always comes full circle, you guys. So doing something initially will save you headache and heartbreak and all that fun stuff in the long run. And sometimes it could be 10 minutes from now. Because right after this, we're going to be eating. And I'm so glad that I'm doing this now. Because waiting until you're hungry is not the move, okay? So we're cutting the bell peppers into strips. And then we dice. And add it to our main bowl. And there's like 3 more halves. So we're just going to finish this off. Strips. Dice. Add. And you just keep repeating. You find your flow. Do it well. I will be back in the days to come. Okay. What we want to do, go live every day. We're going to aim for that. On both channels. So if you don't know, I'm growing 2 channels simultaneously. What's wrong with me? Who knows? Nothing's wrong with me. It's just you have to be a little bit mad to be a genius. So on both channels, I would love to go live daily, engage with you guys, get to know you guys some more, be more present. And that comes with more recipes because I make a bunch of different things all the time. Like my smoothies, hit. Juices, hit. And I would love to share them with you guys. I've tested out a bunch of different recipes. So now it's time to share them with the world. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for all the engagement. We super appreciate it. I got wet somehow. That's crazy. And now we're going to chop up the rest of our onion. And add it to the salad. Chop, 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 chop. Do you guys have an onion preference? Do you prefer white, brown, or purple onion? Personally, I like the purple one. Now that that's all nice and chopped, you add it to the salad. And you can see all the different colors. It's so pretty. Oh my God. It's like eating a rainbow. And we're gonna finish off this onion. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop. Always be safe. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop. And always cut to your preference and your likeness. This is just what I like. And I love a lot of onion. Like, if there's no onions in it, send it back. No, I'm playing. But yeah. And honestly, the salad is complete. Like I said, throughout the rest of the week, we'll be adding more. So, like, again, you can add your tomatoes. You can add, you know, I love peas. I'll be adding peas. If you want to add corn, carrots, whatever you want to add, go ahead and do that. But make it beautiful so you will enjoy it. I hope you enjoy your meal tonight, okay? So now that the salad is done, oh, how can we forget our crumbles? You guys almost let me forget. Our mushroom stems. Like so, like that. Okay, I don't, Tab, baby, don't want to don't sue me. Because I ain't got it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. The main salad is done. This will last me pretty much this entire week because of the size of the bowl. Again, I will make a link after this to all the stuff that I use and just share as much as possible. So now that the salad is done, I'm going to go ahead, take our lid, and put it off to the side. Since I am going to be eating from this after this live, I'm going to leave my salad out. Personally, I don't like cold salads. So I do want it to be room temperature, so we're going to leave it out. If you're done with your salad, you can go ahead and store it and put it in your fridge if you're not going to partake from it tonight, okay? And again, with the vegetable scraps, grab your bag, put all your scraps in there. You're going to fill this up, and we're going to make vegetable broth once the bag is filled. So this is going to be a journey. I wonder how long it'll take. Let's find out together. So all the vegetable scraps are in there. Done, done, done. And you're going to store this in the freezer. To save space, fold it down. Probably do that before sealing it. So roll it up, get all the air out. Then you can seal it, put this in the freezer. Okay. That part is done. Yay! So now that the salad is made and we're going to put it to the side, the next thing that we're going to do for our Sunday reset is get these seeds out the way. Hold on. I'm sure those could be saved and germinated, and I don't know how though. Oh, wait, y'all gonna keep letting me forget stuff? To preserve the salad so it doesn't get like super watery, get a paper towel and put the paper towel on top of the salad. And look at this, isn't it so cute? If you know, you know. Shout out to the Psychonauts. And you're just gonna take your paper towel and put it on top. And this is going to help to soak up any moisture and prevent moisture from the lid from getting onto the leaves, so it doesn't wilt so fast. So salad, paper towel. You're a pro now. You're a pro salad maker, babe. All right. Next thing we're gonna do for the Sunday reset. So what's actually funny, I ordered 20 key limes. They either didn't have key limes or I got lucky. I don't believe in luck. They gave 20 regular limes. So so thank you. So grateful. These are way bigger than anticipated. So we're not going to do all of these because I'm hungry. So we're going to do a few of these, but something that's really, really helpful as you're transitioning and as you make your recipes is you're going to use a lot of lime juice or lemon juice, jugo de limón. And so we have our container here, one of our glass containers. If you know this bottle, then you know that, just save glass. We're going to squeeze our key limes and save key lime juice. I put it in the fridge. Benefits astronomically huge. There's so many. You can use this for juices. I like to make my own lemonades. So you want lime juice for that. You can use lime juice for cleaning. So typically, what's actually funny is them giving me this, I'm like, these are my cleaning limes. So I use key limes for eating and then regular limes for cleaning. But since this is what they gave us, it's not gonna matter right now. Of course, you do want to clean your produce. So what we're gonna do is get a bowl. You're gonna get a bowl. I don't care about the little barcode, that doesn't matter to me. We'll do about 5 of these just so we can show you like a good amount of juice that'll fill the bottle. We'll fill this with 5 limes. Run it under some water with some salt just to clean off the skin. And this is just regular sea salt from the Dollar Tree. You can use any salt that you have. And just kind of swish it around and clean it. You want to agitate it. You don't want to do too much. Rinse it off. And now they're clean, okay? Let's go ahead and pat dry. That was the very quick version. Of course, you want to let it soak a little bit. We just don't have that kind of time right now. So yes. Now we're going to cut them in half. And if you're new here, there's so many different videos for you to explore on this channel. However, there is a video of me squeezing key limes by hand. And there's a certain technique that I show you that makes it not only a faster process, but to where you maximize getting the juice. And baby, we've came so far from those days. We do not have to squeeze these by hand, okay? We got a juicer. W's in the chat for the juicer. I'm so funny. So now we're gonna cut all of these in half, squeeze the juice, get the juice in the bowl, put the bowl juice in the bottle, okay? So let me just, I felt like, okay, the bottle, you can like see more now. And then, oh, I'm using that bowl. Okay. We'll just squeeze the juice into here, and that's what we're gonna do. So again, the more stuff you have already pre-made, the easier it makes this process. So, do I care about the knife looking like that? No, we'll just wipe it off. And now we want to, pro tip, roll your key limes a bit so it's like not that tough. Because again, we're going to be using a hand squeezer, a hand juicer, and you don't want to fight like that or ever. So just by rolling this a little bit around, kind of softens it up a bit and makes it less tough. So we are going to do that first. So go ahead and roll your limes out so that way they are softened for you. So that's 2 out of 5. Roll, roll, roll your lime gently on the cutting board. Barely, 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 barely. We're gonna get some lime juice out of these tonight. Where did that song come from? Surely I don't know. But it's making this feel fun. That's what I know for sure. Yeah. Alright, you guys. And I will say the last, whoops. We're okay, it's my floor. Last thing I will say, for the Sunday reset, I also do make my weekly vitamins. Well, it's 9:39. I guess we can do that with you guys too. If you are unfamiliar with the channel, there's so many videos on here, it's ridiculous. There's a video of me way back, maybe like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, making vitamins with Medicine Buddha. So check that video out. I guess I'll have to link all these videos I'm referencing. But yeah, we do make daily vitamins. We do sell a lot of the stuff that we make. Just give us a moment, some time to update our websites and all of our links. We're going through a transition phase right now, so a lot of things will be available, even our copper jewelry, all sorts of goodies, okay? So you want to stay tuned, you want to stay subscribed so you don't miss anything. So now that all of our limes are rolled and softened, I'm going to cut them in half, squeeze the juice into the bowl, transfer the juice into the jar, and you will have a nice jar of lime juice to use throughout the week and however long the lime juice lasts, okay? So, half. If you're paranoid about the barcode tongue twister, take off the barcode. I personally don't care because I'm not eating it. And something that you can use, so once we're finished with the key lime, you're going to be left with like, you'll see. And I'll show you what to do in a second. So many pro tips. Okay, and now we're just going to squeeze and get our juice. Put it in and squeeze. Do this a few times. Okay, so once you get a lime like this, once you once you done wring it out, what you can do is use this as deodorant or as like a detoxifier. So I definitely will be running this through my pits off camera. And I like to go under the chest area. And yeah, that's just naturally what I do. Again, we're no waste, so you want to use as much of things as possible to get all the benefits. So once you squeeze out your juice, you can, you know, hit your important parts, not your private parts. Please, dear God, do not say that I said that. I never said that. So don't need nothing crazy happening to you. But I've been doing this for years. Africans do it as well. I am, you know, as a Garifuna woman, we are from Africa as well. So this is natural to me. Do what feels natural, okay? Yeah, I don't. Maybe you could like dehydrate it, use as potpourri. I don't know. Comment down below what else you would use your now no juice lime for. So we're gonna repeat this process. Accumulate some juice, transfer to the jar. Okay. Any questions? ¿Tengas preguntas? Once again, shout out to Pizza Lover. Shout out to everybody here. I see you, even if you're not actively engaging. I can feel your presence, and we appreciate you. And these are some. I purposely don't get these limes, not only because they're not key lime, they're just so big, and it like takes way more woman power than I like want to give to squeeze these things. But we're grateful, like I said. More juice for us. I'm not mad at it. You're just gonna squeeze and keep squeezing. Just keep squeezing. Just keep squeezing. Just keep squeezing. 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 It like literally takes up the whole the whole thing. Okay. That part of the lime does not want to. It's just there. It's crazy. It tastes like hair. I will say though, these are given lots of juice. It won't take all 20 to fill this jar. Know that. And you just keep squeezing. There's 4 more, so basically 2 more limes, and then we'll be done with this. We'll be making our vitamins, and we will send you off, okay? Oh. Dude, this is, I think maybe for this one, it's the way I cut it. That was not an equal half. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can hear a producer tag in my head. I can't think of who it is. Whose tag is that? Gosh. I'm like literally starting to sweat. This is crazy. All right, I'm over it. Ow. Okay. You should probably take your ring off when you're doing this too, guys. It just like squeezed me super bad. I'll leave that one on though. All right, 2 more halves, which is 1 whole. Welcome, welcome. Sunday reset. Meal prepping. Step your game up. We will be back with so many more recipes and so much stuff and stuff and stuff. We also, if you're familiar, we do readings. We do oracle readings. And we used to do them on Sundays. We used to do a weekly forecast. Those will be returning as well. So, I mean, really, like, you don't want to go nowhere. Just subscribe. Like, what are you doing? Okay. That's like a nice amount of juice. We're going to take our bottle designated for lime juice. Smells like lime. Get you a funnel for the juice in the funnel. If you don't like pulp, this is the part where you strain before you put it in your bottle. I don't mind it. It's going in. Whoa. Did you see that? Look at how, that's 5 limes. Look at how much juice we got. And I think this is an 8-ounce jar, 8-ounce bottle. Look at how much juice we got. Whoa, this is not gonna take all 20. At most, comment how many limes you think this will be to fill up that much more. So this is 5, 10, about 15, about 15. Is that a girl math? All right, you guys, so I think we should just finish the lime juice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this bowl is still here with the salt water, so we're just rinse, scrubby, scrub. And bada bing, bada boom. Go over here. Wipe. So many different uses for key lime juice. I always have it handy. And it's way cheaper to do this yourself. Like, how much is a bottle of key lime juice? $3, $4, $5? Crazy. When these at Schmalbersons are 20 for $1. Thank you. Exactly. Again, you're gonna go ahead and roll your lime, soften it up. Roll and soften it up because it's pretty firm. Roll and soften it up. Ooh, that one's really tough. Kind of give it a little massage, you know, a little massage. Last one, give it a little massage. Cool. Cut it in half, squeeze it, pour it. We got this part. So again, when you doing things in batch really helps you get into flow state because it's like you're in it. Find something. You don't have to love it, but find something you can find a flow in. Does that make sense? Like for some people, it's photography. They find their flow when they're at a location and they just snap. Okay, round 2. Juice. A part of me does want to test out if these can be dehydrated for potpourri. I don't know how I'm going to do that though. Any suggestions? Yo, these are tough. So I get key limes. This is like... And then you have moments like these where you're like, why did I do this? But when you want to make something and this is already ready, you're going to be like, thank God I did it. Like, appreciate you. So just keep going. Let it annoy you at first and then surprise you later. Yeah, something like that. It just got squirted on. Ooh, nice. That was satisfying. You should have saw that. Just keep squeezing. Just keep squeezing. But yeah, we also make pasta out of like squash noodles. So many smoothie recipes, lots of juicing. Again, I would make all of that today. I don't necessarily have all the ingredients for everything today, so that's why I'm doing what I can with what we have just to get you started. But stay tuned. Keep it locked. Keep it locked. But it's really good to do these things on a Sunday so that way throughout the week, smooth sailing. You know, get all your glass bottles, get all your milk prep containers. So that way it's a grab and go, no brainer. This lifestyle is tough enough. Ease your brain by simplifying and kind of putting things like making a system. Without a system, it's you have to have a system. Now, what is your system? You'll figure it out. Our system is an astrological system. And there's a very popular saying that millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do. So, that's the systems we've been building. There's so much stuff to share with you guys. It's not even funny. I'm just finally now in a space where I'm like, okay, I'm not in survival mode anymore. My nervous system is fine. And I wish these things for you guys too. And I've been testing so many different things out to share with you for you to arrive to this state and greater. So, yeah, do we disappear sometimes? Sure, but we're constantly testing stuff out. All right, we got another batch of juice, another set of 5 limes. This was 5. Let's get some more in here. We're gonna be done with this part. About another 5 will do it. My hands hurt though, so we're gonna call it quits of this part. So yeah, now I have key lime juice. And after this, I will be making some, well, let's do a quick recipe. You want some lemonade? Let's do it. Grab you a glass. Where's my glass? Oh. Easy limeade lemonade recipe. If you wanted to turn into like a soda version, then use sparkling water. If you want it as a juice version, use regular spring water. Glass. Spring water. Personally, I'm going to add in the key lime juice first. How much? To the ancestors tell you when. Pretty good for me. Personally, I like to save the water for last because I kind of want to do the syrup first. So that's our key lime juice. Now we're going to go ahead and get our sweetener of choice. And here we have maple syrup. So we'll be adding maple syrup to our key lime juice. Not too much, but we do want it to be sweet. Wipe off the excess. Cover that back up. And we can stir this with a straw, or we can use our frother. And we're going to stir this until it's all mixed together. That feels good. Now we add our water. Get a straw. And congratulations, you've just made your own homemade, all natural limeade lemonade on apple tea. If you want it more tart, of course you would add more lime juice. If you want it more sweet, you would add more of your sweetener. We use maple syrup. But that's your lime juice. That's your lemonade right there. All natural, homemade. And plenty of it. That's so good. Okay, so now you see why we keep lime juice on deck. We're going to store this in the refrigerator. Can it be left out? Yes. I did find that like it starts to film at the bottom if you leave it out. So experiment if you want. This will be going in the fridge for me. Okay. Typically, I do dishes as I go, so that way it's not a stockpile when I'm done. But for video's sake, we're going to leave it as a stockpile. And we're going to wrap this up by doing the last thing that we do for the week, which is make our weekly vitamins. So, let's move this. Okay, so with our weekly vitamins, we have our jar that we store them in. This is the rest of the vegetable capsules that we have to fill them with. And you're going to need some sort of scooping bowl situation. So, for proprietary reasons, we're not going to share the exact blend that we're about to make, but you know what you need more of and what your body needs. So tailor it to what you want your results to be. Now, this blend not only assists with hair growth, it assists with digestion, as well as overall woman body support. So that's what this blend is. I cannot tell you what it is. However, when it is available on our website, you'll be the first to know if you stay tuned. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a tablespoon. I like to do simple ratios. And you're going to take all of your herbs and we're basically going to be mixing them together. So we need that. Moringa. I will tell you there's moringa in here. A tablespoon of that. And then we'll finish this off. I don't think it'll make a full tablespoon. There's that. We do need to restock on rosemary. There it is. And some ground ginger. Hair growth has been our focus this year, so we're treating this internally and externally. So as you can see, we have this is a 4 herb blend. And we're going to take our teaspoon, quite literally, and begin mixing it. So if you're still here, thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who tuned in for the salad making, the lime juice making, the juice making. We are now to our final part of the Sunday reset, which is making our weekly vitamins. This does typically last a little bit longer than a week because I do, again, kind of batch bulk make. So this might last all month, depending on how many we're able to make tonight. But usually, like, once I get it a decent amount filled, I'll save the rest. And then once we get more capsules, you just keep, you keep the cycle going. So this is one of my favorite blends. We've been testing this one out for about a year now, and it works pretty well. This blend we not only take as a vitamin, but it also is a hair tea that we make. So stay on the lookout. I'm telling you, we've been in here cooking. I know we're. It looks like we're away, and people can think that you're not doing anything when you're not like front and center all the time. But that doesn't mean they cooking. You know what I'm saying? I mean they cooking, they chilling, they're resetting. You know, let people do what they need to do. I give this analogy all the time. If you're like, for example, if you're drowning, you can't tell someone as you're drowning that you're drowning. You wait until you get on land, you dry yourself off. You know, maybe a week has gone by, you've like processed everything that's happened, and then you can share if you want to. You know what I mean? But there's water in my mouth, fool. Like I can't. I'm trying to let me do what I need to do. So give people their space. This goes for family and friends. I know that a lot of times it's hard for family to understand because we grew up with them a lot of the times and they knew everything because they were right there. But when you're farther, they don't know everything, so they panic a little bit more, which, I mean, like, understandable, but not really. But let people live. Let adults be adults. Of course, you know, check in when necessary, but I believe that a lot of this life experience has to be experienced, and then you can retell it and recant and reshare and all that stuff. So, this seems pretty well blended to me. We are now going to wash our hands. If I were making this for a client or to sell, I would put on gloves, but since this is for me, I will not be putting on gloves. We're going to open this first. Make sure your hands are dry. And I like to pour these out onto the lid so it kind of helps with that flow process that we've been talking about. Open this. And now what we're going to do, I don't know how everybody else does it. This is how I do it. You're going to grab your capsule. Again, this is a vegetarian capsule. I can't remember the size. I want to say it's a double O or an O. I don't remember. Grab your capsule, open it, scoop both ends. You're going to scoop. You're going to close. And you'll hear it click. And now you add it to your jar. And we repeat the process. Usually I save the first three, like I'll take the first three right away. So that is what I'm going to do. So 1, 2, 3. I just like to get it in my system. My body is always so happy when I take these. Like, my body loves this blend very much. I've noticed so many benefits. And I look forward to sharing this with you guys very soon. So first 3 for me. Well, they're all for me. Now I can flow the rest. So this is our weekly vitamins. This has moringa and ginger in here. This is my proprietary hair growth blend. And you'll see this jar start to fill up. Now again, depending on what you're targeting, that's what you want your blend to focus on. If you are not an herbalist like myself, we can assist you with a blend and get you your custom blend. If you check out our Instagram channel, you'll see that we've done this before. We are not new to this. We're very true to this, okay? So we appreciate all the newbies and we appreciate all the loyal royals. And I'm going to be very honest. My moon cycle started today and I'm now needing to wrap this up. I feel like I've exceeded my capacity. But I'm very happy I did this, and I love going live with you guys. We used to be live like this, y'all. So don't do me. But today being the first day, I need to take it a little bit light. I did take a midday nap, so that is like what kind of energized me to do this. And I do need to do some editing also. So Mama needs to eat. Mama needs to edit. This will be available for replay. So thank you for everybody watching this again. Shout out to the Run It Bike gang. We love you so much. If there's anything in the comments that you want to share, please do. Y'all know I read all the comments. I'm pretty active. Like once it gets to be too much, I won't be able to do this. So please utilize this while we're still climbing our way to the top. But this is so fun. This is so therapeutic. I love this. I do this on Sundays when I'm not thrifting. Shout out to DX, who is my thrifting companion and more. And this has actually been our first Sunday not thrifting in like a month. So I haven't been able to do this. So I'm really happy that, of course I love thrifting and I love being in that person's company. It is always good to make sure you're good as well. So make sure you're good, Not that I'm not good. You know what I'm saying? Not that we're not good. However, check out my Depop. I'm like talking about thrifting. I'm like, hey, wait, I have pages. There's so many pages, bro. It's insane. Like we do so much, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love being an entrepreneur, and I love my life, and I love the people in it, and I love who I have met, and I love who I'm going to meet. And thank y'all for being a part of this journey. So I just wanted to do a few more so you could see like that the glass does get filled, and I do like this jar a lot, but you can see it filling up. So yes, I'm at capacity. I want to finish what's on this tray. You know what? Let's finish what's on the tray, and then we'll part ways. Okay. So this is my vitamins for the week plus. This probably will last all of April, just because I make so much. I do 1-to-1 ratios with my herbs for the most part, depending. If you need something, DM, email. Y'all know how to find me. I'm pretty findable. I don't make it that difficult to find me on the internet. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Shout out to Pizza Lover for the comments and the sub. W sub from Pizza Lover. Appreciate you. That was a very fast decline. Yeah. I'm out. So we've made salad, key lime juice, daily vitamins, and my future self will thank me for doing the initial work. Your future self will always thank you for putting in that initial work. It kind of is a little, I'm not going to put anything on it, but doing the work now will help you be able to do what you need to do later. In high school, my humanities teacher had this saying that stuck with me. Shout out to Miss Suchin. I know you married. I can't remember your married name now, but pay now, play later. So pay now on a Sunday, do a couple hours of meal prep, so that way for the week it's smooth sailing. You'll thank yourself so much. Thank you for being here. We love you. This has been one of many videos to come. We love going live with you guys. Please tap in on all of our socials, TikTok, Instagram, all the fun stuff. Hit me up on my personal page, The Leisure Princess, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. If you like this shirt, it'll be available for sale on our Depop page, Depop/Leisure's Closet. And until next time, don't you ever forget to stay magical always. Later. Thank you. Thank you. So grateful. Go be great. Go do something your future self will thank you for. All right, how do we end this? Bam.